What's happening, guys? I'm Dan. Welcome back to the channel. It's another craft brew review, and it's coming from Brooklyn Brewery. Wowzers, look what we have on our hands today. The first time I'm ever trying this. I've seen it over the years. I've never seen it around me, but this year I was fortunate to get my hands on some of this, clocking in at 12.4% ABV. We have the Brooklyn Brewery Black Ops Barrel Aged Stout. And it says Black Ops is a Mythic Imperial Stout aged in 4 roses, small batch bourbon barrels for notes of decadent, cacao nibs, and rich oak. And they highlight cacao or cocoa, vanilla, and oak. We made it flavorful beer for flavorful people. Visit us and such. So no canned on date. This was literally just put into Northern Michigan distribution. I do believe this was an allocated product. Only certain people or certain accounts, rather, high volume beer movers were able to get this, per my knowledge. So that's great. We were able to get some. I know that it's been around for decades at this point in time. I have literally never been able to see it or review it, so it's gonna be fun for me. I'm pretty sure that a lot of the beer community has talked about this one. I did not look at any other reviews. I did not look at anything prior to literally me sitting in front of the camera right now. So I'm going to investigate what I like and what I think, what I don't like. Completely unbiased with you guys, and this is my first shot. So as a person who loves bourbon, who loves whiskey, I appreciate these more than ever. I did let this sit out of the fridge for quite some time. I don't know if it's been 2 hours, but it's still pretty cold. Over the years, I used to drink them completely room temperature. I don't do that anymore. It's still probably a little too cold, but I do like a slight chill on my bourbon barrel-aged stouts. So again, 4 roses, cool. 4 roses is a great value and availability for bourbon. So let's give this a shot. I actually haven't had much Brooklyn Brewery beer. I think I just had the Big Black Stout recently. And I had some when I was in JFK Airport at some point, an IPA or lager and such. But I've really not had much beer from these guys, but they've been around the block. So I'm really excited to try this with you guys because this will be my first go at it. 100% no bias because I don't know a dang thing about this thing. Wow, I poured it aggressive, but look at that head accumulation. Are you kidding me? At 12.4, that's like a syrupy, creamy, dense head that really just did sit and stand up in the glasses I poured it. I did pour kind of ridiculous, but I really love this style of beer. I love stouts. I love imperial stouts. I love bourbon barrel-aged stouts most, but they're great to share. So I have this 16 ouncer that I'm just sitting here solo with you guys. I just opened one other beer and reviewed it, and I'm waiting for that one to cool down again in the fridge. Because I opened it a little while ago. So I'm going to go back to that one. But now we have this beast that we're going to talk about right now. So as you see, you're not seeing through this thing, guys. It is jet midnight black oil, dark beige, burnt mocha head around the outer rings. You can see it. Still really creamy head retention. It's really weird at 12.4. But some of these guys do hold up and stand tall here. So let's get a nose. It's my first go at it, guys. Apparently this is pretty tough to come by at times. And again, I think I did mention it, but $19.99 for a 4-pack is where this is pretty much sitting, which in 2025 is somewhat reasonable for being a highly allocated limited release. Okay, let's get a nose. Head dissipated, but still there. Yeah, dark fruits, rich raisin. I get right off the bat, I do get some barrel presence. The oaky woodiness is there. And there is some sort of fruit note, maybe not just raisin, but like Montmorency cherry or cherry juice itself and cherry concentrate. I do get a nice dose of the cherry. It's fruity for sure. Whether it's raisin, cherry, a mixture of the two, I get both of those. It's malty. There's coffee presence for sure. There's a medium roast coffee here. Wouldn't say it's like crazy rich dark espresso, but I'm a coffee fiend and I could drink the most bitter of coffee, so I'm usually flawed on my opinion on that. Yeah, I mean, a little bit of like Hershey syrup, very light. It smells drier than that, but I get notes of that. Cocoa powder, certainly present here, playing with a little bit of sweetness, whether it's the barrel plus added vanilla. It's not a vanilla bomb, but it seems like it's an intricate barrel that's bringing some of those notes as well as some of those fruity notes. I mean, wow, it smells like a delightful old-style treat. It doesn't smell like a new age stout that's just like a bomb, a marshmallow bomb. This smells drier, roastier, richer, and drier. But I'm still getting that cherry raisin note. The coffee's definitely present too. So guys, here it is. Creamy head sitting on top still. Black Ops is my first go. I'm super excited. Cheers. Prost. Yamas, guys. Let's get this. She dry, baby. Very nice. Oaky presence is there. As someone who likes the barrel, because I used to not like bourbon or whiskey as much as I do nowadays, the barrel's very present. It's a dry, woody barrel. It's oaky. It's a little bit toothpicky. There's a little bit of coffee bitterness that weighs into the barrel woodiness, so it makes it bitter on top of bitter. It's not super bitter, but it's definitely dry and bitter on the back end. Roasty, toasty goodness. Reminding me of an old school bourbon barrel aged stout, whether that's Expedition Stout. This is a little bit less rich than that. The Founders Imperial, Russian Imperial Stout. It's reminding me of those guys from, circa 2010. It's reminding me of those stouts. Dark chocolate bitterness, and there it is. You have to search for it a little bit. There is that raisiny cherry note. Like, I think it's both. I think there's a little bit of raisin, and then I get that like medium sweet cherry, like a sour, or a sweet and sour cherry note that pops in there just for a moment, and then you're hit with the dryness, the coffee roast, the barrel woodiness, the dryness. But there's not much heat. So you can tell it's woodier. There's some sort of vanilla presence. There's a fruity presence, just from maybe a barrel rather than just like, oh, I'm dumping vanilla extract in here. It doesn't give me that, which I'm happy about, because sometimes those are overwhelming. This is more balanced. It's dry. It's still rich and decadent, but it's not sweet. So it's reminding me of those old behemoth Russian Imperial stouts, with a little oomph to it. But this is going down pretty well. Nice mouthfeel, a little bit of marshmallowy mouthfeel here, softness. Cocoa powder, cocoa nibs, cacao, however you want to say it. It's giving a little bit of that presence showing itself. It does come in pretty fiercely. And then again, just wonderful, soft coffee roast, a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of really dark chocolate. It's not milk chocolate. It's not a mix. It's dark. It's dark and rich, and it's like 85 or higher % of dark chocolate. This is pretty dang good, guys. Like, I've had a lot of good bourbon barrel aged stouts, but what brings this one up a notch is the drinkability, the roastiness, the dryness. It's not a sweet bomb where it tires the palate out. This could wear you down a little bit because it's a big beer. It doesn't feel like it per se, but I think it's flexing the barrel more than it is like vanilla extract. It's flexing the barrel more than the fruitiness. The fruitiness and some of the vanilla I feel like is coming from some of the barrel presence itself, which I like. The complexity, the intricate qualities it brings are just kind of like pushed into this stout recipe from the barrel itself. I like that. I like that about this, rather than just dumping adjuncts in here. The barrel can kind of show its presence and what those complexities are, and it brings it to the table, kind of just intervenes into the maltiness and the softness of the stout itself, and even some of the rich qualities of the stout itself. It's really good. It's really good. Yeah, it'll do some damage, man. 12.4. Again, a lot of raisin, cherry mixed, semi-sweet to sour cherry. That roasty, toasty, marshmallowy goodness on the back end. Little vanilla presence. Cocoa nibs, cocoa dust, cocoa powder, definitely here. Dark chocolate, really good all the way around. Really good all the way around. It's a great bourbon barrel-aged stout. Solid. I mean, more than solid. It's very good. But you have to like those older school roasty dry stouts rather than the new school dump adjuncts and vanilla and shit in there. Which I do like those, but they kill my palate. I just can't do a whole pour of it. So this is really good old-fashioned stuff that's still good in the new age. I'm going to go with a... So dry on the back end. God, the little fruity note does pop. Let's go 441. 441 out of 5. Really good. If you like the barrel, you'll like this. If you like old-fashioned Russian Imperial stouts, you'll like this one. If you like stouts in general that aren't super duper sweet, you're gonna like this one. That's what it is, guys. First go at the Black Ops Barrel Aged Stout. Thank you so much for being here. Cheers, pros, yamas. Pour good beer.